Ideally, it's better to have somebody else do this for you because
Right.
it's a little bit hard to pull on the
Yes.
angles yourself. So this underlayer is called Pro Wrap. Okay, all I'm putting on right now is it's called an anchor. It should go like a little bit lower on your foot, but for you, because your midfoot splays so much, it's uncomfortable for you. So that one I took off.
Sure.
This one, I'm going to try it again because you should have an anchor. Just going to make sure I don't pull it, like I'm really just laying it down. I'm not pulling it, I'm just placing it on top. Because like I said, for you, it ends up splaying after. So that gives me an anchor.
Yeah.
Normally it would come a little bit lower, but we'll do this.
Okay.
Here's another anchor for the top. Okay, and then the first thing we start with are called stirrups. Okay, so just like horses' stirrups. So they're going to go from the inside. I always just lay the tape down and then to the outside. Normally you would really pull up on here, but I find again with you, probably just placing it is going to be enough. But if you feel like you're really rolling on the outside of your ankle, normally we pull, give a little bit of tension there. Okay, so now you alternate the stirrups with stirrups in this direction.
Right,
Now,
a lateral stirrup.
yeah, and the ones that I'm doing right now have no structural purpose. Okay, so these don't give you any kind of support, okay, but they help fill in the gaps because you don't want to have any what we call windows, so you're not getting any kind of blisters or your skin pinched in between in those open windows.
Okay.
Okay, so usually I do 3 stirrups. So here's the second one. Alternate them with these sort of non-functional stirrups.
I find the non-functional stirrup actually holds the top of my foot together, which is quite nice.
So for you, I guess it's functional.
Yeah.
I guess when you just talk about stabilizing the lateral ankle sprain, it's not. Okay. So there's 3, and I overlap them by half. So one gets put in the middle, one gets put halfway into the front, one halfway to the back.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world. It's all finicky sort of finesse stuff that we do. Same thing with these. Like you'll notice that I'm overlapping the tape each time by half its width. It doesn't have to be, but it just keeps things clean and makes sure that you don't have any windows there. So again, just going to put some more fillers in here.
So it's alternating the stirrups with the
there's
non-functional
stirrups.
stirrups.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. So just a bit of filler in here.
Here's a funny thing for you. I actually strapped my leg in duct tape after I reduced it.
Well, that'll work. That'll do the trick. Okay, now these ones again give you some structural support. So you're going to do a figure 8 first.
Okay.
Okay, so you go from the outside of the ankle. Again, normally you would come underneath. So as you come underneath in the sort of the 8, you would give it a good pull upwards.
Right.
But I think for you that's too aggressive. We just actually need to come around and lay the tissue down. So not coming around the back.
Oh, okay.
The tape down. Sorry.
Just the usual ankle figure 8.
And just finish it there. Okay, so that's a figure 8. The next things we're going to do is 2 heel locks. Okay, so a heel lock starts here. You're going to come a little bit further behind. The figure 8 is more to the front. The heel lock is more to the back.
Okay.
You come underneath the heel, and then you're catching the edge of the heel. Again, this is where you would apply your torque, is to give you a pull, like to pull the heel up. Okay. But again, with you, it's a little bit more gentler. But normally, this is the part where we give you a little bit more torque to give it that support or tightness. So there's a heel lock.
That's to lock the heel bone?
Yeah, and now we need a heel lock for the other side. Heel or calcaneus. Okay, so same, it goes a little bit more posterior than the figure 8 one. Okay, so aim for the back of the calcaneus as you're coming around. You'll figure it out. You kind of want to try not to, I'm talking too much. You want to try not to fight with the tape. If you hit your angles right, the tape will just flow nicely for you. Which was this side I needed? Okay. So again, here, if you can see it come across the heel, and this is technically where you'd apply your pull to give you some stability, is to pull up on the heel there. It wraps behind the Achilles tendon and back out to the front. Okay, so if you're playing sports, we would give you 2 figure 8s and 2 heel locks on each side. So 4 heel locks. So right now I've done 1 figure 8, 1 heel lock, and 1 heel lock. Usually you'd come back and do a second one. Okay, but it all depends on what you need it for. That might be a little bit too tight for you now. Normally, you'd also come back here and just put another anchor to clean this stuff up. So if you're putting on socks, the tape doesn't start to roll back.
Yeah.
But I think that these ones are fairly tight on you. So so it's not too tight, I'm just going to leave it off.
Okay.
Okay, so stand up on that, see what you think.
Here goes. I still feel like it wants to roll in a bit too much, but that's probably because it's flexible.
And you can play with that, like better in than out.
Yeah.
Right? And you can pull harder on that heel lock that's on the inside part, if that's the case.
Okay.
Well, just right now I'll
What, on this part?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
The one that comes around the back, so when you pull up on the heel bone, you can pull a little bit harder on that one.
Oh, it definitely feels more stable for this motion. Oh, that feels so good. Loose ankles suck.